All right, let's just jump right in. Today, we're going to tackle a concept from Einstein's relativity that's, well, it's basically the universe's ultimate bodyguard. I'm serious. It's this principle that protects the very logic of cause and effect. It's called the light cone, and trust me, it's one of the most brilliant and, frankly, mind-bending ideas in all of physics. So, to really get our heads around this, we first have to face a really strange puzzle. It's something that seems to completely break our most basic, everyday intuition about how the world works. And it all kicks off with a really simple observation.
You know, we all live by this one fundamental rule, right? A cause has to come before its effect. A tire bursts, then the car crashes. You strike a match, then the fire starts. The order feels totally fixed, unchangeable. I mean, it seems absolutely impossible that anyone could ever see the crash happen before the tire burst. Or could they?
Okay, and this is where things get really, really weird. Einstein's theory of relativity, it famously tells us that for different observers, people moving at different speeds, the order of events can actually flip. So one person might see event A happen before event B, but someone else, maybe zipping by in a spaceship, sees B happen before A. And you've got to ask, wait a minute, doesn't that completely shatter our idea of cause and effect?
So, what's the deal? Does relativity just break the universe's logic? Is it actually possible for an effect to happen before its cause? The answer, thankfully, is a huge definitive no. And the reason why? Well, that's where we get to a much deeper, way more precise understanding of what causality really is.
Okay, here's the secret. This strange time-flipping thing, it's not random at all. It can only happen for events that are, and this is the key phrase, causally disconnected. Now, what does that mean? It means there is literally not enough time for any kind of signal, not even a beam of light, the absolute fastest thing in the universe, to get from one event to the other.
Think about it like this. Let's say you snap your fingers in Jakarta. At almost the exact same instant, a friend of yours trips in New York. There's just no way your finger snap could have caused your friend to trip, right? A signal can't travel that fast. So they're fundamentally separate events. And if that's true, who cares if some fast-moving alien sees the trip happen before the snap? Since one couldn't have caused the other, the order is totally meaningless. See, causality isn't just about what happened first. It's all about the possibility of one thing physically influencing another.
All right, so how do we, map this out? How do we visualize this crucial idea of physical influence? Well, physicists came up with a beautiful and incredibly powerful tool to do just that. It's not just a concept, it's a geometric structure that's literally woven into the fabric of space-time itself, and it's called the light cone.
And it breaks down into a few simple parts. Let's start with you. Right now, where you are, you have what's called a past light cone. Just imagine this cone stretching backwards in time from you. It contains every single event in the history of the universe that could have possibly sent a signal fast enough to reach you at this very moment. It's like your entire causal history, everything that could have led to you right now.
And then, of course, you have a future light cone. This one stretches forward in time from you. It contains every single event in the future that a signal sent from you right now could ever possibly reach. This is your sphere of influence, all the potential effects you could have on the future of the universe.
Finally, there's everything else, and I mean pretty much the vast majority of all space-time. This region is simply called elsewhere. Now, events in elsewhere are in a funny spot. They're too far away in space, but also too close in time to you for any signal to pass between you. So there's just no way for you to influence them and no way for them to influence you. You are completely causally cut off.
Okay, so let's put this all together. Let's see how this idea of a light cone builds a simple but incredibly powerful rule that just completely resolves that paradox we started with. Because this isn't just some neat diagram to look at, this is like the operating system for the universe's logic.
Here it is, the golden rule. It's this simple. If an effect is inside the future light cone of its cause, then absolutely everyone, every single observer in the entire universe, no matter how fast they're moving, will agree on the order. Cause came first, then the effect. Period. But if two events are outside each other's light cones, if they're in that elsewhere region for each other, then their order can be relative, and it just doesn't matter, because we already know one couldn't have caused the other anyway. So let's go back to our examples. The car crash. That is absolutely 100% inside the future light cone of the tire bursting. Why? Because they happened at pretty much the same place and very close in time. A signal could easily travel between them, so their order is protected. It's absolute. Now, What about the finger snap in Jakarta and the trip in New York? They are way outside each other's light cones. They're in each other's elsewhere. They are causally disconnected. So their order can be relative, and it's totally meaningless. The paradox is solved.
So, why does any of this matter? What's the big deal? It's because the light cone isn't just some clever diagram physicists draw. It is the fundamental structure of spacetime that stops the entire universe from falling into complete and utter logical chaos. It really is the guardian of reality.
Just think about it for a second. If you could violate the light cone, if you could send a signal faster than light, you could send a message into your own past. You could literally get a reply to an email that you then decide not to send. So wait, if you never send it, where did that reply come from? It makes no sense. It's a complete breakdown of logic. The light cone, by making the speed of light the ultimate speed limit for any kind of cause and effect, makes sure these kinds of impossible paradoxes can never ever happen.
So, all of this leaves us with three really big takeaways. First, real causality is so much more than just the order on a clock. It's about physical connection, the ability to send a signal. Second, the speed of light isn't just some random cosmic speed limit like a traffic law. It is the very fabric that defines cause and effect. And third, Einstein's relativity didn't create confusion, just the opposite. It gave us a sharp, precise, and powerful new definition of causality itself.
And that leaves us with one final, truly mind-bending question to chew on. Think about a galaxy that's 13 billion light-years away. Any event happening there is firmly, deeply in our elsewhere. We have absolutely no causal connection to it. So, if the order of events happening way out there is totally relative to us here, what does it even mean to ask what's happening right now in that galaxy? The whole idea of a universal now, it might not even make sense.